I really wanted to ask, I have some confusion about leaving a situation as it is or intervening. And this is speaking with the title of grandma. One of my granddaughters she's not eating, could be going into being anorexic. She is constantly sucked into her phone. And she's not wanting to go to school, so she's school phobic, and her parents are being very gentle and not forcing her to go. And so quite often I go in the house. I mean, I'm in the little house at the bottom of the garden. I go in and I don't know what to say to her. And the other day, I did say to her, I really don't think you should be on the phone so much, because it actually could be harming your brain. And her mum's got this. Her mum goes on at her quite a lot, and she came in with, yes, and you're not eating enough, you're not drinking enough, you're not going to school, you're not getting ready for school the next day. And I mean, she just hit her with all this stuff. And I was just talking about the phone and the brain. And then I made the big mistake of saying to Mummy, oh, after that, my granddaughter just went, oh, you're always going on at me, Mum, always. And she went whilst out of the room. Because Mum is always going on at her. And I can see it's not helping. And so after she'd gone out of the room, Mum turned on me and went, you're not my mother, you're not my husband. And then I said, oh, no, but, and she just went out the room herself. And I said, can we talk about it? No, she can't. And that's the problem quite often. She will not discuss it. And so then my son, who I was sitting next to, he said, Mum, you shouldn't have said that to her. She's going through a very difficult time at the moment, and she's very stressed, Mama, we're talking about. And I went, yes, I know, but I was just saying, I said to Mum, I don't know if I put this bit in, I said, oh, I think you, after granddaughter left the room, I think you went on at her too much. And that's when she came out at me, you're not my mother, you're not my husband. And then we'll stop. And then my son turned on me and went, yes, Mum, you shouldn't have said that to her. And I went, yes, but I was just talking about the phone. I wasn't talking about not eating, not drinking, not going to school. I was just talking about the phone. And I am her grandma. Surely I can say something. And of course, I said, well, okay, yes, I probably shouldn't have said to Mama, I think you went on too much. And I said a few more words and very nicely and sweetly bowed out and came back to the little house. But when I got here, I felt dreadful. I felt so awful. I felt angry with my daughter-in-law because she never listens to me. And whenever I talk to her, she gives me a few moments and then she's on her phone or she's looking at something else. And so then you gently say, I'll wait till you've got time and I'll talk to you then, you know. So, but it's making me quite mad. And also I'm thinking, well, aren't I grandma? Do I have a right to speak about what I feel is wrong? Or do I just leave it? And so I don't know which fetter all that is, but well, I probably do.
I have a lot to say. The first thing is just to see if I got this right. So granddaughter think that Mom is on her case all the time. Mom think that mother-in-law is on her case all the time. And son think that mother-in-law is on Mom's case all the time. And you think that your son was on your case when you were actually not on mother's case, and mother didn't think that she was on daughter's case because daughter is not. Am I understanding this right? There's like one issue here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Compassion.
yeah. Well, actually, what happened?
Todd, he has an amazing quote when he says that love can only be received.
Yes, it can only be received.
Yeah,
Yes, I agree.
You cannot forcefully feed your granddaughter with love, so she understands that, you know, no.
Yes, yes. But I mean, I did actually come back here and I felt dreadful inside. And I was looking at that. Where's that coming from? And then I meditated. And then now I just feel love for them all. And I don't know how to help because I can see they're going through a hell of a time. I mean, I know my daughter, and I'm so careful with what I say to my daughter-in-law, because that's the biggest teacher ever, like daughter-in-law, mother-in-law. And I am trying with all my heart to do my best. And my son's very good. He does listen. But and I don't know how to help my granddaughter anyway. I mean, it's quite serious. I don't know. She's gone thinner and she's...
Yeah, the only thing you can do is to give love. Unconditional love.
Yeah.
That granddaughter, she doesn't have to
Yeah.
eat. She doesn't have to put the phone down. She doesn't have to go to school. She doesn't have to do anything. And you love her. And daughter-in-law,
Yes,
she doesn't have to, you know, be kinder. She doesn't have to be, you know, more accepting of her daughter. She doesn't do to anything. And you love her. And for you, you don't have to be the right grandmother in the right way. You don't have to be the right mother-in-law in the right way. You don't have to do anything. And you love you.
And I would just add to be available for your granddaughter if she wants to talk. But, you know, teenagers are never going to talk to a parent or a grandparent who they think is on their case. Like, you have to be the safe space for her to go and ask for something when she is open to it.
And just saying to her, if you want to come down to my little house and be on your phone and have a cup of tea, then you're welcome. And you don't have to talk to me. You can just have your tea, be on your phone. We don't have to talk. But then I have a feeling that we're together.
I do actually go and spend time with her. And I just sit there and I just take some knitting and knit with her. And I say, all right, I'll just sit with you, darling.
Yeah.
And one day she'd say, can we play? We'll play this game. But she's so sucked into her phone.
Which is good. If she's going to be, you know, an IT engineer, she needs to be sucked into her phone.
But she has to go to a few lessons as well to be an IT engineer.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Right now, how old is she?
13.
That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I do. I say, you know,
for her to have a feeling that she's accepted as she is and she's loved as she is, that is the biggest gift you can give her.
Yeah. Yes.
And with that, she's gonna go back to school and get an education or not. But the most important thing is that she feels that she's not lost, she's loved. And there's a grandmother there who loves her no matter how much she's on the phone. And you can just bring a knitting and sit and knit with her.
Yes.
And if she want to play a game with you, hooray.
That was lovely, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
It's about love. It's about love. It's always about love.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
And especially because most likely, I mean, it sounds like a lot of the things that she's doing are ways of coping with anxiety. She's going to school. She's, you know, digitally stimming basically all the time on her phone, trying to keep herself from feeling anything. Yeah. And, you know, not eating because has, you know, probably being afraid of peer pressure from outside and image issues and bullying and that sort of thing. So whatever she has going on is probably coming from that place of anxiety. And if you can give her the most comforting, safe feeling, then she's going to be more likely to open up and be able to put those things down around you and have that sort of, recognition
yeah,
of,
or not.
or not. No,
Or not.
no,
For her, just as an autist,
yeah.
the people that I'm stimming with are the ones that I feel safe with.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So
And so
if she's self-soothing somehow on her phone, then let her self-soothe.
Yes. Yes. I think she's also I don't know what it's called, some kind of Korean pop groups, and where the Korean girls are all so perfect. And she's skinny as it to start with. And I think she might be modeling herself on a kind of Korean girl who's, perfect looking. And she's very, very pretty. And she's very slim. But now I've seen she's lost a lot of weight. Anyway, thank you for listening. Sorry. Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I wanted to say something about itching, which is completely different. But I noticed that when I had a teacher for 30 years, and he used to say, why are you twitching and itching? Stop. So the next itch I got, I just didn't scratch it. And I found everything expanded. It was incredible. And so, it's all the same itch. So when I meditate, I get an itch. I think there's no point scratching it because there's going to be another one following very soon.
Yes.
And then what do? Scratch that one and carry on? No, I just settle in. I just wanted to say that. So I don't scratch the itch.
Lovely.
I love that. Yeah.
So good.
Thank you both.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I would do that, but the other hand is holding the phone.
Same. So mine's otherwise occupied. So.
Yeah, beautifully occupied. Thank you so much. Thank you.